It has been a while since I've done a video on figure skating. My last video was how I trained like an Olympic figure skater for 30 days. So if you watched that, thank you so much for sticking around and keeping in touch with my figure skating journey. So this time I'm embarking on some new adventures of attending and training for my very first adult figure skating competition. If you didn't watch my last video, to provide brief context, I'm an adult figure skater based out of New York City, and I have started skating very late when I was in my second year of college at Penn. I've competed in 2 collegiate competitions while I was in college, so not a lot of experience, but this is the road to my first adult figure skating competition after college. I very proudly announced that at my very first figure skating competition in college, I got a fat last place. That was almost as disappointing as handing a F to my mother. But we persevere, and I came back and continued skating and got 5th place in my second competition my last year in college. I still didn't medal, but I felt very proud that I was able to come a really long way since my last place finish at my first figure skating competition. So generally I started off with very little competitive experience, and there's all these little complexities and requirements of competition that I will go through in this video. Number of elements you have to do, how long your music is. Those are all super important things that I had to slowly learn over time, and I'm super excited to bring you guys along in the journey. So some of you may be already experts out there, but let me break down how competitive figure skating works in the United States. Everything in the US goes through something called the USFSA, which stands for this long thing that I would insert right here. So the US Figure Skating Federation sets up these set of levels that you have to pass. So the most basic or lowest level is pre-preliminary, and it goes all the way up to senior. To compete in a certain event or level, you have to test in that specific level first, and if you pass that test, you get to qualify to compete in that level. Testing is a USFSA certified process where you have to perform certain requirements specific to each level in front of official sanctioned judges, and they basically judge you on how well you do your shit. And if you don't do your shit well, you fail, and if you do your shit well, you pass, and you get to compete. For what I compete in, which is ladies singles, there are 2 tracks competitively. So there is the regular track and there is the adult track. So the regular track is catered towards little kids, and it goes all the way up to the senior level. And then there is the adult track. As the name suggests, it is for people who are over 21 and who still wants to skate competitively.
Hey guys, good morning, and this is day 1 of my journey to embarking on competing for the first time as an adult. But I'm going to be focusing on preparing a program or a performance for the judges. So I'm super excited, but I also have a very short deadline or timeline to when I need a test and when I need to qualify for the competition in the first place. So we're in for a go. Let's go.
So to explain what I'm testing and what my requirements are for the adult bronze free skate test, I have to skate a program that is exactly 1 minute and 50 seconds long. If I skate anything longer than that, I will get deductions on points. For my elements, I have to perform 4 single jumps, and one of them has to be a combination jump. And a combination jump basically means 2 jumps in a row, and I needed to perform 2 spins of different natures. And lastly, I needed a choreographed step sequence that covers at least half of the ice surface. So in terms of designing my program and what kind of components I would put in it, I ended up choosing the 3 hardest jumps that were not the axle to put in my program as my single jump. So that is the loop, the flip, and the Lutz. And for my combination, I decided to go for something a little bit lighter, which is the Salchow toe loop. Now these jump names make 0 sense at all, so if you want a breakdown of what those jumps mean and how difficult they are, you can check out my 30 days training like Olympic figure skating video. I explain all of that there. The reason why I'm choosing to do an easier combination, the Salchow toe loop, which I'm super comfortable with, is partially just because I don't want to pay $100 just in case I fail and have to retake the test, because these tests are very expensive. So if I fail, I would have to retake it, and I don't have time to retake it before this competition. But like in my competition, these elements would change to have jumps that are higher level and will score me more points. For my spin, I will be doing a layback spin and a sit spin.
I just finished training and I feel so dead because I have suffered from a back injury. I haven't been able to run my program with all the jumps in, and there's also new jumps and combinations that I need to put in. And my coach worked me so hard today, which is so good. Just kept making me run the program over and over and over, and it truly made me realize how much my cardio has gone down the drain in the last couple of months due to my injury, the pandemic. But no excuses, we're gonna get back on it. I'm probably gonna have to do some supplemental short distance cardio training to get my cardio up and just keep running that program. My spins are kind of ass. I feel like my jumps, the technique could be way better. I'm very like scrunchy in the air and I bend my knee a lot and my pick is very heavy. So I need to fix all things in about like a hot 2 weeks. I'm a little bit scared or freaked out, to be honest, but we'll just see how it goes. So this is day 1 of this 2-week sprint. All right, now I'm going to get to work because the struggles of being an adult figure skater, you actually have to go to your actual job as well.
Hey guys, so today is one of my off days or days of training where I am on land instead of on ice. So I'm going to show you what I do in the gym. So to practice for a program, I really need to push myself to sprints of exhaustion basically. So what I have planned is I am going to do 10 times of just full-on sprints at a really high speed that pushes my speed limit on a treadmill for 2 minutes at a time, because my program is 1 minute and 50 seconds. So I'm gonna roughly try to push myself to a limit so my lungs can get used to performing at that level. So let's go to the gym.
And back up, so it kind of like makes the hamstrings
Think of your curve
engage
is putting you in this diagonal.
like that.
Okay. Let me just change the dynamic a little. Step a little bit.
Too much? Does it just feel muscular engaged?
No, I think it's good. I feel it like kind of here too.
In the backs of the knees as well, right? Okay. And you're starting to turn this upwards, so you gotta keep this pointed down more. Don't go any lower until you get
Right back up and do one more time.
Oh, it's way
2
harder
sets
for
of
me to
each.
do it on this side.
And you want to take yourself to the first point of stretch and then off of it.
Hold. Little longer on the loop landing. Hands, 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 hands. So much better. Now big pushes here. Accelerate, accelerate. Nice, much better, Cathy. Hold, good hold there. Push, push, push. And push, push. Now we relax. And hold. A little longer there too. Stretch.
Go. Change. So we're gonna do same leg.
Very nice. Good save. Hand, 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 hand. Better, Cathy. And a long hold here, hold. And hold, 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 hold.
Hey guys, so that was my last practice or my dress rehearsal. I haven't worn a dress and skated in so long. that was the last time that I'm going to run my program. So for tomorrow morning, I'm going to be up at 6 a.m. to, you know, do my makeup, get ready, and then I have a 10-minute warm-up, and then I go directly and skate. So I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I feel like you always feel fine and you ran your program a million times and you think everything's going to be okay, but I feel like the day before you still get a little bit nervous. So I think I'm just going to try to stay mentally strong and fight through the nerves, and hopefully I will be fine. And you know, if I pass, great. If I don't pass, you know, I try again. So everything will be okay. I feel like this is where I need to insert that burning dog in the house meme, as always. Okay, see you guys tomorrow morning.
Good morning, guys. It is currently 6 a.m. and it's way too early, and I'm so freaking tired because I had a really long week at work. But I am up, and let's go do our makeup and get ready. Everything will be okay. Let's go.
Please do not include that. I will actually die. I'm just gonna include it. I'm just gonna end the camera now.
There's also an art to warming up, which I never knew. Even figure skating, there is an art to warming up. So warming yourself up before a skating competition or test is actually pretty strategic. You want to make sure you do certain warm-up moves that are similar to the ones you do in your program in order to make sure your muscles are ready for those elements, but also there's an element of not tiring yourself out before the actual thing and getting your body warm enough. So it's a very tricky thing in skating because the rink is kept pretty cold, and how you warm up strategically is also based on your starting order. So what placement you are after the warm up. So a lot of times if you're going first right after the warm up, you see that the skater actually ends up stopping about like 40 seconds to a minute before the 10-minute warm up is up to just kind of slowly stroke around the rink, or you know, just cool down instead of doing jump after jump after jump to make sure their stamina is ready to go when they actually go right after the warm up. This is in contrary to someone who would be going last place, who wants to stay as warm as possible before their performance because they have to wait for like 4, 5, 6 people to go before they get to go. I was luckily second, so I had a little bit of breathing room with the person in front of me without having to wait so long that my muscles are no longer super warm. I really like going second because I also hate going later on because you just feel less warm, and also like I just sit there and I get super anxious, so I'd rather just do the thing and get it done.
Good job. I knew it. I knew it. Please do not include this in your video. You'll be embarrassed.
After that morning, I felt like I just felt so relieved after I skated. I didn't make any super big mistakes, and I waited for the results for a while, and then I got my papers back from the judges and I passed, and I'm so goddamn thankful because I did not want to go through that stress again, and I also did not want to pay another $100. After training so rigorously for my test for 2.5 weeks, I'm not gonna lie, I felt really exhausted, and I think I pushed my body pretty hard. And on top of that, my regular work, or my adult job, actually got pretty stressful in the last couple weeks, so I was working late hours on that too. So overall, I just haven't been really getting enough sleep, so that has definitely been taking a toll on my body, and I felt really drained after my test, so I decided to take a couple of days off. So I usually train 3 days a week during the work week, so I actually ended up just taking most of that first week off right after the testing session, and I ended up only skating that Friday. That really helped me recover my muscles, so I'm ready for competition training, which is the next thing that we go on to, because now past the test, now it's time to prepare for the competition. Alright, competition prep. Competition prep might be a little bit more annoying for adults than normal because a lot of times some competitions don't offer all adult levels. So in my case, the competition I'm skating at actually doesn't offer any adult events, so I had to compete in something in the regular track. So I chose something equivalent on my level in an event called Excel Preliminary Plus. And the reason why I say it's so annoying is it's kind of similar but so different at the same time. For example, for this event I'm skating in the regular track, I actually get 10 seconds less, so my program has to be maximum 1 minute and 40 seconds long. 10 seconds doesn't seem long, but it's actually a lot in figure skating. And in addition to that, I have less time to do more things because they demand more in this event category. So I actually have to do 5 jumps, 2 of which were combinations, versus when I tested, I only needed to do 4, and 1 of them be combinations. So I really needed to pack it all in and figure out how I need to remap and re-choreograph my program so I have the right elements for that specific event. Your program stays similar, but you make tweaks all the time, and that's something pretty normal in figure skating. So, life update. I'm in my training period before my competition, and I'm about 2 weeks out, and life is always so unexpected, so I actually ended up getting an ankle injury. Long story short, I used to be a former volleyball player. That used to be my thing throughout middle school and high school, played competitively for 6-7 years, and I recently decided in the city to pick up volleyball again, which I also love as I am a lover of sports. Unfortunately, I did not have the right shoes and I think I landed a little bit too hard on my ankle, so therefore I made another part of my body angry. Unfortunately, for the last couple weeks, I had to really take it slow, not do a lot of physical activity, not being able to do a lot of cardio, but maybe just some small rehab exercises, icing my ankle a lot. So it has been pretty frustrating to deal with the injury, especially with something like a looming deadline of a competition coming up where you're supposed to be in your tip-top shape. So it is a little bit concerning because after you don't train your program, even if it is for a week, you start feeling out of breath again and the whole stamina issue. So hopefully my physical therapist says I'm cleared for competition and I can go forward with training, just probably a little bit more cautiously. So a little bit anxious about the whole situation, but I will keep you guys updated on how everything goes.
Hey guys, so it is T-3 practices until I compete, and I saw my coach Denise today, and the ankle is fortunately feeling a little bit better. It still hurts a little bit, so I'm wearing this ankle support thing while I'm skating, but things are good. I feel like my stamina hasn't dropped that much, so fingers crossed.
Morning guys, I just woke up. I literally just run out of bed and it is competition day. It is currently about 8:30. I woke up at 6 because I was really anxious, but luckily I went back to sleep. My voice sounds like shit, but let's go take a warm shower to relax the muscles, and I'm gonna start putting on my makeup, my dress, and do my competition hair. So let's roll out of bed. Hey guys, I just popped out of the shower just now to warm my muscles up, but now I'm doing my morning skincare routine before I put on my competition makeup and my competition hair. Usually when I go to competitions, I usually try to wake up super early to give myself enough time because I know I get anxious if I'm running late. Competition hair and makeup can take a lot of time sometimes. And today is my first time doing competition hair by myself because I was lucky enough that most of the time in college, my teammates did my hair, and then even for my test, my last roommate did my hair, but this time I'm out of luck and on my own, so let's see how everything goes. I do have one quirk with figure skating competition hair, is that our hair is so slicked back and so tightly in a bun that from some angles it makes you look kind of bald. Not a huge fan, but I know for practical reasons it is what it is. I just finished my makeup, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair. So I also got a chance to make some coffee, and of course I put it in this very aptly titled mug. I am addicted. This is bad. Oh no, this is not going too hot. Okay, not terrible. Oh god, the back is poofing up. Great. I think it looks a bit lopsided. God damn it. Okay. One more time. Okay, finally done, and it does not look half bad. Alright guys, so just put on my costume. So this is the fit for today, and this is like the only figure skating dress I own, so putting on some sweats over to make sure my legs stay warm.
Representing the Skating Club of New York, please welcome Cathy Ding.
Is Cathy Ding from the Skating Club of New York. Our bronze medalist from the Rise Figure Skating Club.
So excited. That was better than I expected, even though I fell. So I'm so happy, and I'm glad that I put my best foot out there. So time to get changed, and I'm gonna go have a little celebratory, get some food in my system because I have not eaten because I was so nervous. So thanks for coming along with the journey, guys.
So to close off this video and to reflect on my competition, I feel really proud that I was able to push myself to accomplish what I accomplished. I honestly did not expect to medal at all because I freaking fell in my program, and it was also like not even a jump. It was like the stupidest fall ever. It was literally just a back 3 turn into a spiral in my step sequence, and I have done that step probably a million times in practice and I never screwed that up. And of course, on the day of the competition, I fall on it. But honestly, it was a really good learning experience because what mattered was that I got up and I knew I had 2 more hard jumps ahead of me and another spin in order to finish the program, and I was able to quickly get back up and execute the rest of my program. The fall is literally so embarrassing that I almost didn't even want to include it in this video because you guys just see me face planting into the ice. But you know, at the end of the day, what matters is that I got up. And skaters, no matter how good you are, all skaters fall at some point, and that's just part of the process. But what matters more is that we get up and we continue to, you know, shake it off and get the rest of the program done in the best that we can. Thank you guys so much for coming along this entire wild journey with me for my first adult figure skating competition. Thank you to my amazing coaches, Elia Haverson and Denise Beaumont, for just being incredibly supportive and awesome. And also thank you to my friends who woke up super early to come support me at my testing sessions and at my competition, and they are truly amazing. Obviously, I'm an adult and I no longer have like a skating mom by my side, so it's really helpful to have some really incredible incredible friends. And also thank you guys so much for just being so positive and so amazing in the comment section. In the last figure skating video that I did, I've got so much support on my journey, and that really means so much for me because it inspires and motivates me personally every day to go out there and get better, and hopefully by making this content I can inspire you guys to also try to get out there and try to accomplish something that you never thought you would be able to accomplish, whether that's skating or something that is not skating. Next figure skating competition I have lined up is the US Adult Eastern Sectionals, so hopefully I will be documenting that as well. But for now, please like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to see more lifestyle or figure skating content on my channel. And thank you again, and until next time, bye guys!